To be your best self, you have to be happy within yourself, be able to function, and some of your habits, your hobbies can help. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Agogo. Just in case this is your first time coming here, that's my name, and this is a Mom Journeys. And on this channel, we love to look better, feel better, and do better. Now, part of mental health is when you are your best self. That's the simplest way I can put it. And to be your best self, you have to be happy within yourself, be able to function to however highest percentage that you can function when your well-being is at its best. And there's so many things that can help you with that, and some of your habits, your hobbies can help with that. And one of the things I love doing to help me relax myself and challenge me as well is reading books. Now, we're going to be talking about the 5 books I have been reading. Some of them I've finished already. Some of them, 1 or 2 of them, I'm still on. Just want to come here and share them with you. So those 5 books, you probably would have seen them in the... is a colleague actually gave me this book to have a read of. It's called Fire Your Boss. When I saw the title, I was like, interesting. I'm very interested in that. Yeah. By nature, I think I'm an entrepreneur, and this title just caught my eye and just made me so interested in it. And to quote something from the book, it says it's the ultimate guide to building a lucrative and sustainable online business using the YPG method from scratch. Now, I don't know what the YPG method is until I started reading. I didn't know what it was until I started reading this book. And if it's something you're interested in, I recommend it. It's a good read, quite easy to read, and very, very interesting in the sense that his background, the author of the book, his name is Wagner. It's not like the normal expected background for someone who has written a book. So it's something, if you're interested in finding or doing something about an online business, I would recommend this book. It is a good read. And thanks to the person who gave me this book, if ever he watches this content, thank you for this book, because it's given me, it's like a, it doesn't over explain things. You know, there's some books you're talking about the same thing and just explaining it and explaining it and explaining it, and that doesn't do that. It just gives you straight to the point. Stopped myself from finishing it in just one day. I wanted to like take it in small chunks and really like absorb the content of the book. So nice book. I loved reading that book. Yeah. The second book I have on here is another one that has to do with entrepreneurs, and it's you can see the theme. I love to be, I'm an entrepreneur by heart, so I look for books that will inspire me to push it. It says I Am My Brand, and it's by Kubi Springer, and the book breaks down what a brand is and how your brand and how you are your brand, more or less. So your personality shines through your brand, and it takes you through how your personality, you can use it to influence people and use it to make it sellable rather. So it just builds you through how you can take it step by step to make your brand in such a way that it's attracting to people. People are attracted to it, and people want to learn from you either, or just buy from your products, whatever you decide to produce, depending on what your brand is actually. And then it even tells you that the brand is not only for the entrepreneurs, it's not only for those who are selling something, it's not only for influencers. Having a brand is for everybody, in the sense that how people know you and how people relate to you at work, for instance, is your brand. So if you're the type of person who generally is always on time, never gives excuses about being late and all that, because you've planned your time and you've planned how you're doing your things, even in the task you're given and the targets you're given, you always look towards meeting your targets and even superseding your targets. That is your brand. So I really loved this book for it, and she really used her own experience and then shared some experiences of other people, which really made this book come alive for me. I have plans to read it again, because it's something that you can go back to over and over again. That's my opinion on that particular book. Yes. Now, I wanted this video not to be too long, and I don't want it to be too full of me talking so much about the books. I'm gonna put links of all these books in the description box, just in case you want to read them. The two other books I'm going to show you guys is very personal to me, in the sense that I know the author, and she doesn't know I'm doing this video, but I felt I needed to share it because it's one book that I have really gained from and wanted to share it with you guys. It's called Praying for My Hobby. So if you're married, yeah, this book as a wife, very, very good. It's a 30-day journal, and it gives you 30 different aspects that you can pray for your husband, and it gives you Bible verses, word that you can stand on, because that's what we need to be doing, to stand on the word concerning our spouses, concerning any matter that we're praying for. We need to find a verse in the Bible, stand on it, and speak it to life. Yeah. Now, Jesus, he's awesome. He's wonderful. Now, this author, she probably doesn't know this. She inspired me to get onto my natural hair journey. She has this massive, beautiful fro. And when I saw the fro, I was like, how is she keeping this hair? How did she manage to keep this hair? And then I approached her, because she goes to my church, when we were going to church, and I approached her and asked her how she was taking care of her hair, and she just said to me, go on to YouTube. And that's where my YouTube journey started, on finding so much facts about hair. She inspired me to start my natural hair journey, and when she wrote this book, I bought it and I have used it, and it's one journal that you can still go back on and keep, because we as women, we're the neck of the home. Our husbands are the head of the house, and we are the neck of the house. And if we do not pray for our husband, give him support, we are the helpmates. So if we don't give them support, that head will not stand firm. Okay, so this is a book I highly recommend. It's called Praying for My Hobby, the 30-day journal. I'll put links in the description box. Now, the fourth book is a fictional book, and I came across this author a couple of years back, and I actually watched a film based on her book, and I've been looking to read her book. So when I went in search of books, when I decided I wanted to be reading a bit more, because it's a good and calming habit. If you want to escape, a book is what you need to just grab and just escape into it. Yeah. Now, this book is called Americana, and the author is Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Yeah. And I'll just read some of the comments the newspapers and things wrote about her book. Shortlisted for the 2014 Bailey's Women's Prize for Fiction. A delicious, important novel, The Times wrote that. Alert, alive and gripping, Independent wrote that. Some novels tell a great story and others make you change the way you look at the world. Americana does both. Guardian. Now, this book's the character and the author, in my opinion, was someone who wanted to challenge certain mindsets that, let me just read what it says here. An honest novel about race and guts and luster, and a compassionate visceral and delicately funny tale of lasting high school love and the sorrows and adventures of immigration. Now it talks about two characters who met in high school, fell in love, the high school romance type thing, and life separates them, and each person has different parts they take. The boy has a different part he takes, and his name was Obinze, and the girl's name was Ifemelu. These two characters part ways and experience different things in life and eventually come back and meet each other. Now certain decisions that occur in the book with the ordinary, everyday, conventional mindset will be questioned and frowned upon and all that, but this book kind of makes you think about it differently and makes you wonder, did they really have any different ways of deciding these matters that they had to face? Very lovely tale, very lovely tale. I recommend this book and this author in particular any day, anytime. Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Now comment down below if you've read any of these books that I've mentioned. If you read any of these books, let me know what you thought about them, and let's have a discussion in the comment section. It would be lovely to have that. Yeah, I really enjoyed this book, and it was one book that you had laugh out loud moments, and she was a blogger too, so I kind of like connected with this character and kind of felt a bit inspired by the character as well, you know. Yeah, fictional character, but was quite inspiring in my opinion. Loved it. Now one book I'm bringing here, I haven't finished reading, I just started it. It's Becoming Michelle Obama. Yes, you know when you just see somebody and you just like have kind of like a connection with the person. I don't know why, I just kind of like connect with Michelle Obama in some way. I find her really interesting, and I just wanted to find out more about her. You know, what kind of like struck me about her was when the husband Barack Obama must have been doing his campaign, what sort of things would have been going through her mind? How did she have a conviction that he would get his position? You know, those type of things crossed my mind when I saw them in the term, all the term they were as the first couple in America. I'm not American, but you know, you do find some people rather interesting, and kind of like I just kind of like the way she handles herself, she carries herself, you know. There are just some people that just kind of like you connect with and that they inspire you. She's one of them, so I really wanted to delve into her life and find out about her. And it just talks about, let me read the blurb at the back. There's a lot I still don't know about America, about life, about what the future might bring, but I do know myself. My father Fraser taught me to work hard, laugh often, and keep my word. My mother Miriam showed me how to think for myself and to use my voice. Together in our cramped apartment at the south side of Chicago, they helped me to see the value in our story, in my story, in the larger story of our country. Even when it's not pretty or perfect, even when it's more real than you want it to be, your story is what you have, what you will always have. It is something to own. So that's the blurb on the story, on the book, and I just felt it was very interesting, because yes, indeed, our stories is ours, and every single human being on earth here has a story that they can tell if they choose to tell it. Yeah, and each person's story has an impact on another person's life if they choose to tell it. So on that note, guys, hope you like this video. Make sure to click on the like button so you don't miss any of my make sure to click on the like button because it helps the algorithm to see how important my video is. And if you haven't subscribed, go down and subscribe. Make sure to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my content. On this channel, you know what we do. We love to look better, feel better, and do better. I'll see you in my next one. And on that note, always remember that you are beautiful inside and outside. Bye, guys. Bye.